107.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Everybody is ultra busy these days, and that includes the folks at White Township. Chris Anderson is with us this morning, and our visit is presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm, Best Personal Injury Lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So I am holding in my hand right now the 2026 Map and Guide to White Township, which is, I mean, it's fresh, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's hot off the press, so I'll show it to the camera there. And so what we thought is, hey, we have 2026 here. We have a ton of new faces in the community. We have a ton of development going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we figured it was a good idea to put out a new map and guide. The last map and guide was 2018. So essentially what this is we have a map of the township, which is kind of the focal point. It has all the neighborhoods, all the streets on there, points of interest, our facilities, recreation, etc., as well as other facilities within the township. And then on the back, it has a write-up of all our services. It has recycling on there, police and fire protection, garbage collection. It has in there recreation. It has all your state and federal contacts that are locally here, magistrate districts. So it's just a ton of useful information. We have a bunch printed. They're going to start popping up around, local areas, real estate agents, things like that they can be distributed.
Yeah.
I brought a box here for you here today if anybody needs one, but it's a good thing. The PDF is going to be on the website if anybody does want to look at that, but it's a good thing. I mean, White Township right now, we're in a unique that we're kind of growing right now, and it's going to be a good thing to be able to distribute just so people can find their way around the township and know where they're headed.
It's so well made. I'm going to hand this over to you so you can hold the folded out one up to our camera and they can see. There's what it looks like if you're watching on Facebook. That's the entire map of the township with the key beside it. And on back, you see all the information Chris was just talking about. That's fantastic. It's a really, really nicely done job.
Dawn in the office, she's the one that kind of headed up the project and did a really nice job on it.
So we'll have some here, but for the most part, folks can get them any number of locations, but definitely at White Township's headquarters.
Definitely at the front desk there.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so that's one of many things of which we can talk here this morning, and I'm telling you what, we talked about how busy it is. Yeah, it really is. Let's talk first about Kennedy King Park, because that's an exciting story too.
Yeah, we have the Kennedy Park restrooms. They are open for business. They've been open here several weeks. Water turned on, electric's on. Yeah, they fit right in there. Got the signs up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good little feature to that park. They've been a long time coming. We do have security measures to put in place, but overall things are good over there.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. And you hosted some WPIAL baseball yesterday?
Yeah, I believe they were out at the recreation complex last night. I did not follow up with that, but definitely busy over there with the baseball fields.
Yeah, you bet. It's a tremendous task to keep all of these parks mowed up and trimmed up and to keep them so that folks want to keep coming back to them. And you're sure doing the job. Those crews, they have to be saluted because it's not an easy job.
Yeah, with the wet weather this spring, it's a challenge. It's been even keeping the grass mowed at our main office building. These parks, they grow fast. Getty Heights over there has a lot of shade, and it just helps that grass just grows. Stormwater ponds are starting to take off, and we usually like to get those mowed by the end of May. Memorial Day is kind of our guide to kick off the mowing of those storm ponds.
Yeah.
So lots of mowing.
Yeah, lots of maintenance to be done, and a big salute to the crews. Also, you had some, or you do have in progress, of course, travel and in-house soccer going on.
Yeah, so they do Saturdays. They do the in-house league over at the rec complex, and then on Sundays they do the travel, and they have practices all week. I know my daughter's over there Monday and Fridays practicing, and but it's busy, and if you're up at the soccer fields, you'll notice the progress on the amphitheater.
Yeah, I took a walk up. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's western Pennsylvania. We're still getting some really cold weather, and they're hesitant to pour that concrete. So it is scheduled to be poured here this week, and we're hoping that's kind of the final piece, and we can finish that project up.
Yeah. Is there still seating to go on?
It's pretty green up there,
Mhm.
like on the tiered seating. In behind it, where they're accessing it with the work equipment, there it's still pretty
Takes some work
muddy.
there.
But it'll need to be reseeded there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be a real asset. That's a really, really nice looking item there, the amphitheater. Now let's get on to the roadways. I know that this week that you had some scheduled ditch work going on.
Yes. Yeah. So we are finishing up that ditch work. And that's the key to a lot of these roads is keep the water off the edges. Once that water gets in there, cracks them, it causes the potholes to crack. So the ditch work helps keep the water off the edges of the road, flowing down towards cross pipes or whatever. And we really haven't had a big ditch project for years.
Yeah.
This is the first one in several years. So the crews were kind of excited. One in particular I know likes to run the grader, so he was excited to get out there and do the edge of these roads. But as soon as that's done here this week, we're on to prepping for our 2026 paving project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at catch basins, looking at the inlets, any repairs that need work to the roads before this contractor gets in here, because summer's going by already. It's coming.
You've got the roads identified that you'd like to get done.
Yeah, we're over there. Evergreen, Lockard are the two main ones, and then we have a couple other roads in there that we're going to work on. But it's not a big project, but we like to do a little bit every year.
Yeah. How affected is that by current prices? I mean, because anything oil related is going to be up in price.
Yeah, and years ago it was always, hey, the bid, and anymore PennDOT worked through the state system, and they put in escalator clauses that once you hit a certain change between the bid and this, there's an escalator clause that for the oil price or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've hit that point yet, but it's definitely a possibility that may kick.
I think it's kind of interesting when you talk about oil and particularly old oil that's been turned in for recycling. There are now so many uses for it and more efficient uses for it that what we used to use it for, which was oiling down dirt roads, you can't use it for that anymore.
No, and when they used to grind up the asphalt millings, they used to go dump them, and now they're recycled into that recycled oil, and it's just come a long way in the construction world.
It's a nice material, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice durable material to put out there on the roadways. So that's going on. You've got some speed concerns on some roadways.
Yeah, this time of year, people get out there and start driving around. Just be courteous of the speed limits and travel the safe traveling speed. We have a couple neighborhoods that we're going to be putting the speed minder out, and it'll flash at you and blink if you're exceeding the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it tracks the data for us, so we know how many cars or what time the cars are traveling that are speeding. So just watch the speed limit, travel at the safe traveling speed, and be courteous to all the people in the neighborhoods or along the roads.
Yeah, it's for other motorists who are on the roadway with you, but it's also for pedestrians.
Yeah, people on their bikes now, people out walking, people out with their kids in the front yard.
Even kitty cats run out onto the road, all those different things. If you're going the right speed, then you have a better chance, and so do they. All right, so those are all going on. Meanwhile, you've got a really, really extensive agenda tonight for the Planning Commission. My goodness.
Yeah, so I'll segue into this, that we have the 2026 White Township Comprehensive Plan update. And the last update was in 2020. Typically, these updates are every 10 years. But here we are, year 6, and we've seen enough development. We've completed enough in-house projects that it was time for a change.
Uh-huh.
And as you see in the Planning Commission agenda tonight, it's a full agenda. So this helps us shape and guide the community how we want to see it. And it gives developers direction on where the areas are, what they need to look for. It gives the supervisors and the supervisors like a priority list of projects that we need to complete, and sewer extensions, stormwater, stuff like that. So it was good timing because, as you see right now, we're starting to see a lot of development. We have the rustic development that's starting to kick off. You have some housing plan on Rustic Lodge that wants to they want to get moving. On the agenda this evening is a Walmart project where they're looking at adding a brand new pickup area to the north side of the building, which would be over by the automotive.
Okay.
So they're going to move their pickup location over there, their curbside pickup, and
Okay.
they'll have dedicated parking over there. Just a lot of subdivisions, residential subdivisions taking place. It's
Yeah.
really busy, planning commission.
When you think about that comprehensive plan, there are a lot of hands and minds that go into preparing that. You look at things from practically every angle you can think of.
We have a comprehensive plan steering committee. It's made up of citizens, planning commission members, supervisors, just general residents of the township, and they go through this with like a fine-tooth comb, for lack of a better statement. And we put it out there several months ago for public input. We had a public hearing, and it brought us all to the adoption of it about a month ago.
Yeah,
So
that planning
good
commission.
document.
Planning Commission meeting for tonight also includes a couple of, there are a number of different individual home property owners on the agenda, but also ICTC is on the agenda tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a masonry building, masonry work classroom up at the ICTC, so that is on the agenda for this evening.
And you've got a church on there as well with a modification request. So there's, when people think about the number of different projects that go on, this Planning Commission agenda for tonight, coupled with the news about the comprehensive plan update, it really is an active time.
It is, and it wasn't that long ago that we were canceling Planning Commission meetings because we had nothing on the agenda a couple years ago. And to go from that, post COVID and to where we are now to really full agendas, it's a good thing for the township.
Yeah, supervisors tomorrow afternoon, right?
Supervisors tomorrow, 1 p.m. Busy meeting. We have a couple sewer planning documents on there, which is change our sanitary sewer plan. It's for a couple new developments that are going to be moving into the community, but good things on the supervisor agenda.
That'll be going as well. And you do have a position open on the sanitary crew.
Yeah, we are looking for sanitary sewer crew laborer right now at the moment. So if anybody is interested, whitetownship.org and go to work with us there.
It is an active place, White Township. At Chris's visit this morning, the documents he's brought to us and these wonderful maps as well. Those are good things. Good things. Chris, thanks so much for the visit today.
I appreciate it, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com.